Remember, estimating and rounding, it's not exactly the same. Rounding is part of estimating. Do you remember that? Rounding is part of estimating. There's lots of different ways to estimate things. Today we're going to estimate decimals. So we're going to talk about something called clustering, so front-end estimation. We're also going to talk about compatible numbers. When numbers are about the same value, you can use clustering to estimate. Cluster means rounding the numbers to the same value. So we've got rounding for part of estimating. We've got clustering as part of estimating. And we have compatible numbers as part of estimating. I'll show you what I mean when we talk about clustering. We got Nancy. She wants to cycle, ice skate, and water ski for about 30 minutes each. Okay? About how many calories will she burn? Cycling is going to burn 165.5. Ice skating is going to burn 177.5. And we got water skiing, which is going to burn 171.5 calories. Now, we want to estimate this. And I know a lot of you are going to want to round this, and you're going to want to make this, if you're looking at that, you're going to want to make that 170. And then you're going to want to take this. This is close. You're going to want to make this 180. And then you're going to want to make this 170. But what I want to do is I want to cluster. Which means I'm going to take all three of them. Give me a number that's close, that would be a good representation of all three of them. What do you got, Sam? I'm going to say 170. So we'll go 170. And because there's three of them, we go 170 times 3, and we got a 0 here, we got a 1 here, we got a 2 here, and we got a 5. About how many calories is she going to burn in all? About 510 calories. Isn't that easy? It's that easy? You'll get there. Now it's easy, right? We got Abner. Abner wants to run, roller skate, and snow ski for about 60 minutes each. I don't know where he's planning on going running and then roller skating and skiing. Where? Weird. Anyway, about 60 minutes each. About how many calories will he burn in all? So running burns about 185.5. Roller skating burns about 189.5, and snow skiing burns about 191.5. Let's cluster this. Give me a number that's going to represent all three of them pretty easily. 190? That sounds good to me. So we'll go 190. There's three of them. Times 3, so we got a 0 here, we got a 7 here, we got a 2 here, we got a 5 here. About 570 calories. It's pretty simple, isn't it? That's what clustering is. You're taking those numbers and you're just kind of picking one that's close. Again, we're talking about rounding. We don't need to talk about that. It says estimate by, now we're going to do this by rounding to the place value indicated, or the indicated place value. So, this one wants us to round to the ones place. Well, in this number here, what's in the ones place? The 7. So we look at this number. Does that 7 stay the same or go up? Stays the same. So we got 7 here plus to the ones place. This is in the ones place. Actually, that's in the ones place. This is the one we want to look at. Does that 4 go up or stay the same? 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Now, the B, we want to round to the 10th place. What number is in the 10th place? The 9, the 7, the 0, or the 5? The 7. So we look at the number to the right. So is that 7 going to go up or stay the same? It's going to stay the same. So we're going to have 9.7. Everything else is a 0. And because everything after it is a 0, we don't have to write anything. We can just leave it because it's after the decimal. This 2 is in the tenths place. Does that 2 go up or stay the same? It goes up. It goes to what? 3. So here's what we do. We put that decimal there. See how we got to keep the decimals lined up. We add them together. We have a 0 here. We have a 1 here. We have a 10 there and a decimal right there. So we end up with 10. What? Oh, I wasn't I? Speed bump, right? I'm turning into a 6th grader. It's scary. We're supposed to subtract, aren't we? 9.7 minus 0.3, not add. There we go. So 7 minus 3 is 4. Put the little dot straight down, 9.4. Yeah, don't do that. That was bad. I have an excuse. It's Monday. Right? We're not even going to... Where are we at here? Okay. Here. You're also going to have problems like this. Estimate each product or quotient. Give me some numbers. What do you want to estimate this to? Yeah. 34 times 2. Which is what? 68? Now this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. See this? Compatible numbers. We're doing division. There's a lot of you that are going to look at this and you're going to want to do 70 here and you're going to want to do 30 here. But 30 doesn't go into 70 very well. Give me some numbers that are close that are going to work out right. 75 and 25, very good. I will go 75 here divided by 25 here. It goes totally against the rounding rules, doesn't it? It goes away from the rounding rules. However, rounding is only part of estimating. When we estimate, we can use compatible numbers. And we're dividing when we're estimating, I would do this. What is 75 divided by 25? 3. What are we going to use? Kennedy. $20 times 5. 100. What do you want to use? 60 and 20. Which is 3. Let's look at one more. Oh, we can't. I'm looking at this one. 10.5 divided by 3.2. What do you want to do? 9 and 3 would work. 9 and 3 would work. How about you go 12 and 3? 10 and 2 is a little far away. Okay. So, here's what I want you to do. You have a homework assignment. Your homework. 114 to 115. Page 114 to 115. 12 to 18 even. 22 to 30 even. And then 36 to 41 all.